Hi, this is Mark Pulido. I created Club Kaibigan for a number of reasons. In 1984, I asked Ricky Piscocho, who I'd looked up to ever since I was 12 and started Whitney in 7th grade. I asked him, Ricky, could you sign my yearbook? Rather than saying, hey, Mark, can you sign my yearbook? He asked me something um, much different and something that transformed the rest of my life. And he said, hey, Mark. I said, yeah, Ricky. And he said, can you do me a favor? And I said, yeah, sure. What can I do for you? You're a senior, big time guy, right? And I'm here just 9th grader, who's one of your classmates in Latin too. And he said, you know, we tried several times to establish a Filipino club here at the high school, but they never allowed us to establish it. They always said no. And I said, huh? Why? Why would they say no? And he said, well, they said that it was racist. I said, what? And he said, yeah, ethnocentric. And he said, do you know what that means? And I said, no. And he said, they felt that if we had a club that focused on Filipinos, then others would feel like they were excluded. And I said, that doesn't make sense. That's not you. I said, so you tried to have a Filipino club? And he said, yeah. We applied, we even filled out a club application, and they rejected it. I said, really? They did that? He said, yeah, 2 times. And I said, wow, I didn't know that. It's like, why? I had all these questions. Why? Why would they say no? Why would that be a bad thing? Why would teachers or administrators want to hold back students? So I was very curious. I also was curious because he was saying that what they wanted to do was share the culture of the Filipinos, culture from the Philippines, of which most of them didn't know about because it was something that their parents experienced in the Philippines, but could not truly hand off to their kids except through maybe food. Maybe some of them knew the language. Maybe through our religion, you know, maybe holidays, maybe customs, right? But they never had a chance to fully explore their culture, their heritage. So in September of 1984, I filled out an application and I went to student council and I turned it in. Her name was Kathy Whitaker. Okay? Kathy Whitaker is mestiza Filipino. She's the first Filipino who was ASB president of Whitney. She's class 85. You know, she was a big time senior. You know what she did when she saw that application for the Filipino Club of Whitney High School? She said, right on. She signed it. And I said, oh my God, we got through the first hurdle. Now, what do we do now, Kathy? Oh yeah, it goes Mr. Beal. Mr. Beal is the founding principal of Whitney. And you know what Mr. Beal did? He signed it. But what we needed was a faculty advisor. So I went to Mr. Avant. I never had Mr. Avant. Okay? But my older brother and older sister had Mr. Avant. I went and knocked on Mr. Avant's door. I said, Mr. Avant, I need one more sign-off in order to get the principal's signature. And he said, oh, Pulido. And I was like, you know who I am? And he says, yeah, you're Randy and Maurice's brother, younger brother. And I said, yeah, oh my God. Wow. And I said, well, and so I was encouraged. He's like, okay, he was nice to me. And I said, we want to start a club and we need a faculty advisor. Would you be our faculty advisor? He said, what kind of club are you starting? And I said, the Filipino Club. He said, all right, that's great. You should. And I said, oh my God, thank you. So you signed it? And he says, yeah, here, you signed it. So we signed it. I turned it in. Mr. Bill signed it. And there it goes. We established the Filipino Club. So we had to have the first meeting. this is the best thing. This is the best moment of my entire life up to that moment. So after we got it, I was so happy. I was running around the hallways telling every friend that I had, whether they were Filipino or not, saying, "We're in the Filipino club. We have stuff Filipino club. They allowed it. Oh my God!" And they're tripping. They're like, "What? How can you acting like this? You know, who cares?" So I said, "Oh man, you guys just don't know," because they didn't know. They didn't know the story that that others before us tried it 2 times. So I was going around, and I think every snack, every lunchtime, I was running around, I was telling people, "You gonna join? Can you join? Can you join? We're gonna have our first meeting. Where's it gonna be? It's gonna be in Mr. Vaughn's room. Mr. Vaughn's room. That's a small room. You know, it's a classroom. You know, how come we have in room 13, 14? Oh, you know, it's like we just gotta get it going. Maybe we'll build to that. But can you come? Yeah. Can you come?" And I started telling everyone. I was in 10th grade, so I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know anything about being Filipino." So I was like, "We're gonna be able to have meetings at lunch. We're gonna be able to talk. We're gonna be." I had this vision that we're all gonna be eating lumpia at lunch, and it'd be okay. People won't make fun of us. So I was running around, got everyone, and then the day came. The day came, you know, and I was like, "Okay, how am I gonna do this?" I took like index cards. Index cards. They're orange. I got this memory. This is like how many years ago? 33 years ago. But I took this packet of orange cards, and when everyone came in, I said, take a card, because we only have a few minutes at lunch to have this. Take a card. Put your name, okay? Put your grade, okay? And put your phone number. Everyone signed up, and usually there's like 30 desks in a room. Guess how many people were there? Over 200. A fifth of the school. 1/5 of the school was jam-packed. It was people who were on the ground, people were in the chairs, people were in between the aisles, people were standing up against the wall, and then he had book cabinets. People were sitting on top of book cabinets. People were right up here. I was backed up against the chalkboard. We had chalkboard. And I was like, everyone, everyone be quiet. This is the first meeting of the Filipino club. Yeah! And I was like, yeah! They said, first thing we gotta do is we gotta elect officers. Myself, Wally Cosico, Vice President, Leah Catabona, Secretary, Treasurer, Roy Advocate, or Abaca, right? And then William Aguilar, Director of Maintenance. There's a picture of our first event. It was a Christmas party on my birthday, December 1984. So we got established in September. I think about October-ish we had our first meeting, right? And then at the end of the year, for the yearbook picture, there's one picture, it's really long, of all our members. It wasn't everyone, because not everyone at lunchtime made it to the picture, but whoever could get there, they were in there. And it's this big long picture in room 13, 14, which is now, half of it is now in the NPR. So, then and now, it felt so right. It felt so natural. It is probably one of, next to the birth of my kids and marrying Gloria, it's probably one of the most proudest achievements of my entire life. Yeah.